Hi, my name is Tara Olivia Martins, and I'm in environmental science online at Madison College with Dr. Lovely. So for my research paper, I chose the research study of coconut shell. Now, when you're thinking of a coconut shell, you're probably not seeing the opportunity because we put so much emphasis as a culture on having coconut fruit. But the real magic of this raw item is that tough outer shell. And the reason for that is because the coconut shell is already designed to fall anywhere from 30 to 250 feet from the air to the ground without opening up its fruit. And for thousands of years, cultures from India and even the city of Rome have known that this fiber is very important and beneficial for societies because it gives back to society. And in this paper, I discuss specifically how coir is beneficial for furniture industry, as well as the planting and gardening industry, and lastly, biofuels. So the title for my paper is how coir, an overlooked product, and its benefits should be further explored. The reason for its benefits is really tied up in the fact that this thick and resilient material of coir is so beneficial as far as products that can be used. To give you an idea, in the state of Kerala, India, is 85% of where this coir is manufactured. And it's on the coastline in the southwestern corner of India is Kerala state, and it's prepared to have this industry, most of the industry of coir being produced. Unfortunately, coconut shells can be quite harsh on the natural environment in times of overpopulation, especially when we're dealing with developing countries, mainly speaking the Philippines and Negro Island and Kerala State, India, where most of these coconut shells coconut is the biggest industries. And it takes 10 years for the coconut shell to naturally break down and to be biodegradable. So this obviously has some long-term issues related to not only taking up space in landfills, but also in our oceans, having these husks being left over. But when used appropriately in furniture, the fact that the value of it, the furniture industry, is that it is such a durable product that does not allow bugs to live inside of it. And the reason why bugs do not like being inside this coir material has to do with the fact that it does not grow fungus, and it doesn't allow then a home for bugs to live comfortably, which makes it perfect for mattresses. So the mattress industry has been positively influenced by using coir for thousands of years in India. So, and also the coir tends to stay in its natural shell where it doesn't make a sagging. So this makes it a better quality mattress in the long run. And even though most of us in the Western world with our conveniences would not choose a hard outer husk shell to sleep on, in countries that are economically have much lower amount of money to work with, it's a very feasible, realistic idea to use coir. And then for those who are in the Western world, we actually have companies that make coir shoe wear. And these are considered ideal as they do not, again, there's resistance against water. The water does not absorb nicely into those fabric of coir. So you can have some quality shoes, you can have netting, rugs, and even you've probably seen the coir boot scrubber, where you put your boot inside of this husky like material and you're supposed to shake your boot inside of it. That was traditionally made out of coir. So you perhaps have this material in your home, or you've been around it in some time in your life. So the next is benefits of coir in farming. As the marijuana legalization continues to grow in North America, South America, and parts of Europe, farmers are looking for more sustainable ways to keep their products growing healthy and economically sustainable. And this is why the hydroponic industry has often chosen coir, because it actually seals in the water of the plant on the top layer, that coconut dust. And then the plant does not have to be watered as frequently. And another aspect about that coir dust material for creating a planting environment that's healthy is that it's, again, very non-toxic, it's biodegradable, and as there becomes more demand for it, the prices will then go down for retrieving these products. And you can find the coir products for growing on Amazon.com if you're curious. Lastly, I'd like to talk about how coir is being used as a biofuel. And as we approach 2020, we're dealing with the ever constant need for our carbon footprint to be lessened on this earth, and to find cleaner ways of creating fuels that we can use in our everyday life. And again, this benefit of biofuel is the fact that it's non-toxic, it's biodegradable, and it's far more beneficial environmentally than the burning of a petroleum-based fuels. And even though this last option of biofuel is quite complicated to produce, as it needs some very intense machinery to accomplish, it would be, in the long run, it's doable, and it's very positive. In conclusion, there are some negative sides whenever we're dealing with products that are naturally found in the forest. There is deforestation issues, and there is a carbon footprint from creating machinery to create these items. And even though these are not as positive as we would like, it's a much more positive in the long run for our future as we leverage what we know about coir and using it in continuing to use it. What I did not mention in this paper was that it's also being used in recording studios, where they have to have rooms that do not allow the sound to leak through. So really, we're going to have so many more options in the future of what coir is going to be able to do for us, and make the world a better place as far as like globally, having items like coir that naturally grow in developing countries like India and the Philippines. There's going to create more options for jobs and quality of life mainly, and that less negative impact on the environment. So thank you for your time, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.